Hi, it's Rachel again. I thought I'd hop on here for a quick video before Thanksgiving. Show you a couple of the things I started on. I am hoping, I like new starts on holidays, so I'm hoping to start something. I'm not sure yet. Tomorrow I'm going to take the day off. And I have a bunch of dyeing to do today. So it's real impromptu, hair in a ponytail, you know. The next couple videos I do, I have a lot of Christmas stuff. So I think it'll take about 2 videos to get through that. And I have, I think, out-of-town guests coming for Christmas. So there could be a little dry spell where there's no video. I don't know even how long they're coming for. So, but they're coming from far. So they're usually here for a little bit. And there's no way I'm filming a video with tons of people in my house. So I thought I would show you some of the stuff I've been working on. I'll show you a couple colors of my linens. I do have to say thank you for all of the people that have shouted me out on Flosstube. You know, Pam and Steph and Brenda and Laura and see, now I'm going to forget everybody that I saw mention something. Daylene at So Grateful. She's very kind. Lisa Kindred Stitcher. Oh, Teresa Kogut. Oh, she showed a lot of her. If you want to see some of my linen colors, go look at her last video. She is stitching a freebie for her newsletter, the cutest little Christmas Santa. And she's doing that on Steinbeck. And I think she said, I don't know if it already released, if it's this week or next week, if you sign up for her newsletter, you can get that little freebie pattern, which is adorable. And I'm not sure if I'm on her newsletter list myself, so I'm going to have to go see. I follow her, but I don't always do that. So I need to go sign up because it is the cutest little pattern. And of course I can get the fabric. Let's see. So anyway, everybody was really nice, saying wonderful things. I love all the messages I get from customers when they get their linens and are really happy. Those are shout outs of a different sort. So yeah, I love talking with everybody and hearing what you think when you get your linens. That being said, I have been slammed with orders. I have hundreds of orders in the queue. So I said on my first video, it was taking me about a week. Scratch that. I can't give a time anymore on how long it'll take me. I do have stores that I have a lot of wholesale orders in the queue. I have some stores that have already received their linens. Hobby House Needleworks, they did a small order, so they do have some. She has another order in for more linen. So, you know, you can give her a call. Welcome Stitchery in Blue Earth, Minnesota. Justine, she has a nice little selection for linen. She also has a second order in, and she ships internationally. So if you are outside of the United States and you're looking for needle and flax linens, she might be one to call or go on her website and order some. McKenna at 1884 Stitchery, she has a small amount of every color, pretty much. I forgot to do 3 colors for her. So she has an order in for the missing colors, but she has a large selection, not a huge amount, but she does have a little bit of everything. So you might want to watch her website and see when she has those listed. And I have quite a few more brick and mortars that are waiting on orders. And when they have them, I'll let you know where to call, because there's no need to call yet. They don't have them yet. And those are some large orders. So that might be a way to get linens that are already dyed, maybe get them a little quicker than from me. You know, today I'm dyeing. I probably won't mail anything out today. So if you haven't received a notification that your order has mailed A nice bundle will go out Friday, and then I will work through the weekend, and a very large bundle will go out Monday morning, next Monday. So if you have any questions, just go to my website, needleandflax.com, and send me a message, or go on Instagram, Needle and Flax, and send me a message there if you have questions about your order. But like I said, I'm slammed, and I can't really estimate a time. It could be all over the place. It kind of depends on the order and how much you've ordered and what colors and counts and things, and when those go into my rotation on the dyeing. So some actually sit there for quite a while before I get the entire order together. Some of the single pieces and most commonly ordered colors, those seem to go out, they do go out a lot quicker. So anyway, enough of that, because, you know, who cares? Okay, so I'm going to show you, I have my coffee. Take one more sip. I have 3 previous finishes. I gotta be careful because I don't have, you know, I'm no Carol Saltbox. I don't have like thousands of stitched pieces. So I gotta be careful how much I show, because at some point I'm gonna run out because I'm not getting a lot of stitching done. Okay, so the first one I will show is, this is Heartstring Samplery. This is Prairie Life Sampler, I think it's called. And I did this on 32 count. Ugh, I hate the reflection. It is a thrift store frame. This one was really fun. This one's a little based on Laura Ingalls Wilder, Little House on the Prairie. The border was fun. This border did not match up for me. Whatever. So it's kind of, I remember in this zone, I had to adjust my border. But this was very fun. I did this in 2019. This was a market release, and the minute it came out, I was like, I gotta do that. Because, as you all now know, I love Little House on the Prairie and Laura Ingalls Wilder and all the prairie stuff. I love that. Okay, and then again from Heartstring Samplery, I think this is called Coffee Sampler. This one, this is another one. I think this is on 32 count, just whatever. I don't know, fancy color. With, oh gosh, did I use? I think this is a mix of DMC and overdye, the called for overdyes. This one was very fun to stitch. And this one, I hang above, I have a coffee bar. And that's where I keep my Nespresso machine. And in the winter, I put, you know, hot chocolate and stuff for the kids. And I love this one. This one I took down because I'm gonna put a Christmas one in its spot for my cocoa bar. But I love that one. And that's another thrifted frame. I actually had 2 of them. I think I showed you Rachel Long was in that one too. And then this one, I'm going to show you a very favorite. It's old, it's out of print. It's worth looking for. It is a chart that I have not gotten rid of because it's one of my favorites. So this is Amy Eliza Herbert from Porcupine Collection. I don't know what's going on with it. This is a New Jersey sampler, and I think it's a DAR. This one was so fun. I think this is in the DAR museum. I can't resist a checkerboard house. This is a Hobby Lobby frame. It doesn't fit well. This is one that I may take out and have professionally framed because it really is one of my favorites. This is also on 32 count. Like a flax, like a natural raw linen. There's a lot of eyelets. There are some specialty stitches in this one. And this one is, oh, I just love this sampler. This is one of my top favorites for sure. I love the Porcupine Collection patterns. Hannah Lancaster is one that I want to get. I've heard that the Attic can get that, and so I need to call them and see if I can get it. They have big samplers. They don't do it. They don't design anymore. But yeah, I'd love to get Hannah Lancaster. They also did the Jane Ballard sampler. A lot of people know what that one is. It has a little shepherdess girl in the middle. That one I'm not interested in stitching, but I love that sampler. And you can even get, I've seen prints, you know, museum prints, if you ever wanted a print and not stitch it, that you can buy. And yeah, this is one of the patterns that I have not gotten rid of, because if anything ever happened to this might be one I'd restitch. And again, I'd probably do it on 32 because I like the size. So if you want it, do a eBay search, you know, save a search for that one. That one I hunted for a long time. It was kind of like my biggest unicorn is, of course, like everybody, Anne Rayner. And I could get Anne Rayner. Oh, that's one that I just have a saved search for it. They had one somewhat recently. It was on eBay and it was going for like an ungodly amount. And I thought, I have so much to stitch. I don't need to spend that kind of money on a pattern. Eventually I'll get it at a reasonable rate, hopefully. That's like my one unicorn. Okay, so what I stitched, I didn't get a lot of stitching time in. I've been working like basically every day trying to get caught up on orders. Okay, so one that I started was Cup of Christmas Cheer by Brenda Gervais. Ugh, and my hands look nasty too. Ugh. I'm not good at wearing gloves and stuff when I dye. So this one I am doing on, where's my project bag? I have a mix of DMC, well, no. Yeah, I've got 2 of the overdyes and the rest are the DMCs. And this one I'm doing, it's still in one of my hoops, on Hemingway. So I just have a little bit done. This is my linen, needle and flax linen, Hemingway. Yeah, it's a lot of fill-in. So this one, I don't know. I do collect the, they're actually right in front of me. I do collect the old Santa mugs. So I thought that one would be cute, propped in somewhere. I have like a Pottery Barn tier on my island here that has all my old Santa mugs. Behind me I have, those are Pottery Barn ones, those are new. I will drink out of those. The old stuff, I'm not putting my lips on that. God only knows. I'm not doing that. So those we can drink out of. And this whole thing behind me, I don't know. I gotta redo it. My Christmas stuff is not on par like it normally is. I do have my Tom and Jerry collection up there. I got that out. That's easy to do. I do the same thing every year. Okay. I did also start Farmstead Christmas by Plum Street. And I did it like well, let me show you the threads. Here we go. There we go. Fancy bag. This is all DMC. And I think I said in one of my earlier videos I was going to do it on Endora, which kind of reminded me of, well, it reminds me a little bit of Murky. It's not quite as, it's not the same, but similar tones. I'm going to take it out of the hoop. I'll leave them in the hoop if it's something that I'm like working on kind of consistently. I don't put anything away in the hoop because it makes such big marks. So all I did was I got the wreath, the fence, and the house. Oh, I had to pause it. I thought a kid was coming downstairs. So yeah, Plum Street. What did I say it's called? Farmstead Christmas. That one I don't know. That one I hope I'll get done kind of soon. We'll see. Then I started the Snowed-In Pin Keep and Ornament from Stacy Nash. And I started just the Pin Keep. I want to do both, but who knows? Who knows what I'll get done this year. And this one I'm doing on in a hoop again. This one I'm doing on Brenda. And, oh, good Lord. Okay. All I got is snow. I don't have it all done. I'm starting to work on the little green, and then there's just little snowflakes here. So I'll probably do both on the same fabric. And that is, well, I showed you my threads, but that one is overdyed. But there's like 3 colors, so it's red, green, white. And that's it. Okay, so I also bought some stuff. So I'll show you that. Okay, well, I'm just gonna put them all in my lap. Okay, actually I have quite a bit of haul. I got Clementine Welch by Queenstown Samplers. This one, I love this one. I think it's a new one that she has, but then I looked at it and I'm like, oh, I'm not doing that anytime soon. It's got queen stitches in it. That is the only specialty stitch that just throws me for a loop. I know how to do it. They just don't, they don't look good. So I got to practice that one. So this one will go in the to-do box for when Rachel is proficient in the queen stitch. And just talked about myself in the third person. That's great. Okay. Marianne Bailey. I love this one because I figured if I was getting one Queenstown sampler, I might as well get 2. This was a market release, I think a few years ago. And those flowers are killer. Love that. That's a good one. So good. Queenstown Samplers has some great samplers if you're if you don't buy her stuff. She's got fantastic pieces. And then I got this will be for next year, but I want to do this forever. And I might start it in the spring. Let Freedom Ring by Lila Studios. I have a real thing for big projects. I don't know why, but if it's big and complicated, I'm all in. Not like Hades. I don't like confetti stitching, but I'm just drawn to these really big undertakings. I love that one. That would be like a that would be like a few year project, I'm sure. We'll see. When I got the Brenda Gervais I think it was called Cup of Cheer. I just read it off and I don't remember. I got a couple of the other new ones. The Snowball. That's cute. Those wouldn't take too long. This wouldn't take too long either. I got the Redbird sampler. The colors on that are good. Those are good colors. I got Needlework Press and Miller. 1818. I think I just got it because it says Miller and that's my last name. So unusual, such an unusual last name. And it's my married name. But you know, I like marking samplers like that. Those are good to throw on the wall in between other samplers. This one is a little, not something I would usually pick, but I like praiseworthy stitches. Again, they're like really big projects, but they have this cute little drum for Christmas. And I thought, why not beef up the Christmas stash? And it's actually, I don't know if you can see on the back, it would be really cute, not as a drum, but just a smaller praiseworthy stitches. And this one, I was also thinking I could do it on my blue, on Delaware Crossing linen by Neil and Blacks. So yeah, that one, I don't know. I say I won't start it this year, but I'm impulsive, so who knows. But that one's fun. And then, of course, I got Mary Snow. Oh, that one's good, too. That one could be started soon. I like it. And it's not big. I don't know. On 40 count, it's 11 by 8, so it wouldn't be bad. That'd be good. And of course, I do that in DMC. And then I got Maria Vincenzia Larica, 1837, by Hands Across the Sea. This one would not be a immediate start. It's just for my stash because I buy all the Hands Across the Sea. And I haven't opened it and read anything about it. I don't know if she has any history on that one or not, but that's what I love. Okay, so I usually I like to start something on the holidays. So I do cook tomorrow for Thanksgiving. So hopefully I'll get, hopefully I'll get some stitching time. So I want to start something new. I'm really itching to work on a sampler because last couple weeks I've been working on those Christmas ones, which are fun, but I haven't stitched on a sampler in a while, so I can't stay away from it that long. So here's my possible starts on Thanksgiving, and I might even just pull out something that I already had been working on. So I showed this before, Eliza Nisbet. Miss Nisbet. I don't know. It wouldn't be hard to, it's not terribly big. It's 2 colors. I'll do the DMC. And it's Christmassy colors, so maybe. Don't have a fabric yet. This is another possibility. Christmas at Hollyberry Farm by Stacy Nash. I have I'll do this one in overdyed. It's not really fancy floss. I don't really love the fancy floss thing because really it's DMC. It's dyed DMC. It's not too fancy. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to pick a fabric. But I want to do all these, and I have for years. I haven't started. And then the other one, this one's in a legit project bag that I make myself. Now, I mentioned Ann Rayner, which is my unicorn. And I know everybody says this is similar, and it is similar. And the only reason I have it is because I just have always held out hope that I would get Ann Rayner. Because I really would rather do her first. But Needlework Press, Sarah Stewart Hardman. It's the only reason I haven't held off on doing it, because they are similar. They have the shepherd and shepherdess. They have the red house and a lot of the elements are similar, but it's not Ann Rayner. I want Ann Rayner. But I would do both of them anyway. So, all hope of getting Ann Rayner is just not in the near future. So I might as well start this. Again, I don't know what I'm not sure. I would do this in the overdyed colors. yeah, I don't know. So that could be a possibility. Finally if I just start it. And again, the house is kind of checkerboard. Anything with a checkerboard, I love checkerboard. And I love samplers. So I want to do both. I might as well start that one, maybe. I don't know what I'm going to start. God. Ugh. Okay. So I thought I would show 2 linen colors. I don't know if I showed these before. I can't remember what I showed. I don't really want to go back and watch my other videos. So the first one I will show, this is a piece of 40 count Eastwick. And this one, this is needle and flax linen. God, you know, I shouldn't have worn a ponytail. This is driving me nuts. This is a brown mottled color. Now, Teresa Kogut showed this one too. And she thought the brown kind of had a mauve-y color to it. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. It's not terribly, it's not pinky. But it's a light brown, and then it's mottled. And it has, God, it's so hard to tell on. It does have some gray, very light bits of gray. So you might get a piece with some grays in it, and you might not, because it's not heavily done everywhere. But I named it Eastwick. It reminded me of Halloween stitching, and I don't know, I was just thinking the movie Witches of Eastwick. It's very New England, and yeah, I think this one would be, it would actually, I mean, you wouldn't have to do Halloween stitching on it, but you know, I think a lot of Halloween stitching would look good on this. Even Halloween at Hawk Run would look pretty good on this one. You know, whatever. So that's Eastwick. And then this is one of my favorites. I actually have a few. I don't know if it's going to show up at all on here. It's a neutral, which I love 40 count cream. So by Zweigart. So this one's kind of right up my alley. It's kind of a, what size? This is a 36. Because, you know, on different counts, they kind of, God. Okay. It's rough looking at yourself. On different counts, it can kind of show up different. It's kind of an antique-y white, but it's got some very, very light modeling. See, you can see it there. You can see it much better in person. Very, very light, sort of tan modeling. So there is contrast in it. So it's a good neutral. And it's not, you know, it's a good alternative to using just cream. Here's a little section that's kind of modeled. Maybe you can see that. Yeah, you can't see, whatever. So this is Thornfield, which is the name of the house that Mr. Rochester lived in Jane Eyre. Jane Eyre is a fantastic book if you haven't read it. And I don't know, I love all the Bronte sisters, so I thought you gotta have a fabric named after something Bronte. I actually have a color named Bronte, which I'm not selling right now. I feel like I need to tweak it a little bit, so eventually that will possibly come back. That was a pinkish tan with pink undertones for sure. So that's 36 count. Yeah, that's it. Like I said, God, I got a lot of fabric to do. A lot of 36 count. 36 count is by far the queen count these days. She's, as they say, her dance card is full. She's very popular. And so I'm actually waiting on a linen order to be delivered today. And I'm going to start some of my cooking. I do my dyeing. I have a really big laundry room. And it's right off the kitchen. So while stuff is soaking and processing and stuff, I can hop into the kitchen and do food, run back in the laundry room. I just got to pay attention. And then I cook tomorrow and hopefully get some stitching time, and then I'll be back at it Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like I said, there could be a wait for your linens, and all I have to say is I'm working very hard, very long hours to get it done and get it out. And yeah, I think that's it. So I got 30 minutes. I really busted through that. Yeah, so hopefully I will be back soon with I'll do Christmas and talk about Christmassy stuff. I do have some completed Christmas pieces and some like unfinished pieces. And I'm going to try to do that in 2 videos in the month of December before Christmas. And then put together some stuff to start for next year, which will be heavy on the samplers, because that's really what I'm drawn to. Not too many smalls. Yeah, so this was a quick video, 30 minutes, and I hope you have a nice Thanksgiving. And if you're not in the United States, I hope you have a happy Thursday. Because we'll all be eating turkey and wearing stretchy pants, which, it's the best part. So, okay, that's it. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.